Dr. Lori. I'm in Plymouth, Minnesota at the Goodwill thrift store. Come on and thrift with me. Oh, yeah. Thought it was lucite, but it's plastic, so no. All right. No. Yeah, got a match here, but they're not in great shape. They're from the 90s. What do I like? There's a match down there. I like those. Those are not, I mean, I don't see a price tag, but I like the look of those. And they're matching finials. Those are nice lamps. So they're newer, but they're nice. I don't see a tag. Make it difficult for me. So I don't know what the tag is, but I'll tell you that they're worth $100 for the pair, $90 for the pair. And I like this. That's cast. That's a cast piece. That's a nice piece too. That has a $14.99 tag on it on the base. I would say easily that piece is nice. It's really heavy. I wish it had the mate. Maybe the mate is somewhere. Maybe you could ask, do you have the mate in the back? You know, maybe just can get out here yet. But for $14.99, that one's worth $55. Not great on lamps, but not terrible. Okay, what else have we got? Farberware. Oh, I love this. Look at this color. See, I would just get this just to put it on my stove because I love this. I love blue and white. I don't care what blue and white. $14.99. This, of course, is a roasting pan. You could use it. I wouldn't use it. I would just decorate with this. $14.99. That's beautiful. Value on this, about $50. I like that. I don't know. I'm going to put it in because I like it. I like the color. Okay. Baking. I have to stop baking because I am just baking too much. That's a nice piece. So that's nice. It's got the wrong lid. However. And let's see what else we've got. Oh, I love this. The Marjolaine. There you go. The Marjolaine pattern. It's got the lid. Of course, this is Corningware. This is from the late 70s, 1980s. This one I love. Well, how much? $12.99. Wow, that's good. That's really good. So you're looking at about a $12.99 right here on the bottom. And with these, you start to see where the mark actually is here, underneath the handles. On some of the older ones, the mark you'll find is underneath the whole piece. It does have, even now that you see the mark, it does also have this, which indicates, of course, those nice vegetables. And this is sort of the idea of the French cooking. So those nice vegetables that you would use, the mushrooms and the artichokes and you know, all those really Mediterranean, not only French, but also the southern Mediterranean types of foods. You know, my Italian family, my mother ate cabbage and beans and spinach and beans, and she was Miss Green Vegetable our whole lives. But she lived into her 90s, so, you know, she knew what she was doing. Anyway, always something like this with all the vegetables together. I would say value on this about $65. This is a big one. That's a big one, so that's going in the cart. And what else have we got? Let's see. All right. Let's put this up here. Oh, okay, that doesn't work. It doesn't want to open. There we go. But yeah, I was saying, I'm not baking anymore. I got to stop baking. Reamers and pieces and 1, 2, 3, all covered. These are very desirable. People love them. 1, 2, 3. All of those I would take. I would also say take all of these pie dishes because these pie dishes come in handy and they're all Pyrex. Look at them. Some of them are brand new. Look at this, brand new. Gorgeous shape. So I would go for all of this. This whole thing. I would say all of this goes. Terrific. The Pyrex stuff is very well made and it's very collectible. A lot of people are looking for it to use it. A lot of people are looking for it to trade it. So I think that's great. Oh, what else have I say? Oh, nice. What's nice about it? Well, the Transferware is beautiful here. This, of course, is a butter dish. It had a dome on top. That's nice. You can see this indicator mark, which puts it to the early 20th century. It's porcelain. You can see how white it is. And of course, $6.99 is a steal for this piece, which is worth $30. And then this piece goes with it, same style, same type. And you can see this piece also English made and with the top. I wish they wouldn't put so much tape. This tape is difficult, and when you pull it off, it could take off the decoration. So again, I'm hoping that they'll hear me about the tape. This piece, how much was it? $12.99, a little bit high at $12.99, but if you can get it on a coupon day, I would say value on that piece is easily $75. So $30 and $75, those two pieces are really nice. Really nice if you want some good porcelain with a nice transferware decoration. Hand-painted pieces, you know, this one is made in Japan, but it kind of looks like it could go with a piece of Blue Ridge, you know. But these are Japanese knockoffs of Blue Ridge, and it's very clearly marked on the back. I like, you know, the cherries and the apples and the grapes, but very clearly marked. This from the 1960s, and you can see the Japanese mark here on the back, called Majolica, but not Majolica. Not the Majolica I've been telling you about. This piece, I would say, they want $3.99. It's probably worth about $5 each. So not really much of a deal, but if you're trying to match something cheaply that goes along with your Blue Ridge or your Southern Pottery dishes, that's what you're looking at. Pretty nice. What else have we got? I guess the day is all about Corning, right? So here's another piece. This is a knockoff, like Corningware. I want the real Corningware, and I also want these. And here's why I want these. Look at these. Oh my God. First of all, they're carp. Carp are good luck in Japan. These are made in Japan. You can see the mark here on the back. They're very, very lovely, heavy, hand-painted bowls. And remember, these are bowls, not dishes. Dishes are deep, but these are bowls. There's two of them, so you've got a beautiful pair. And they're very well executed in the painting. You can see, of course, the painting of the carp. And in May, in Japan, they have a festival. It's a beautiful festival, the Carp Festival, where they celebrate, of course, the good luck of the fish from the sea. So these are gorgeous. And for $4.99, I would not leave these here, because these are worth $20 each. If you're in a Williams-Sonoma or one of those kinds of stores, a kitchen caboodle, one of those stores, you're definitely paying at least that for these dishes. These are really a steal. So not leaving these there here either. All right, let's see what we got down the end. How about some mugs? Oh, we've got a bride and a groom. Here's Mr. And here's Mrs. Hey, these are in pretty good shape. Oh, well, maybe they're in such good shape because they weren't used. Maybe it was a quick divorce, right? They got divorced quick before they used the mugs. What else have we got? See, technically that's not a mug. Technically that's a cup. What's the difference? Well, you see this little stem base? So that's a cup, whereas that's a mug. I know, you're thinking, oh gosh, Dr. Lori, who knew? I like blue. I like a blue mug, like this one. That reminds me of State College. There's a place in State College, Pennsylvania, where I went to graduate school called the Corner Room, and they had mugs like these. So that reminds me of State College. Let's see what other mugs we got. These are pretty good. Now, there's another mug. Oh, this one with the chicken. Eat well, eat veggie soup. See, me, I wouldn't eat soup out of a mug. I like a bowl. I don't know how you guys are about that. This is why I need my crew, because I missed the joke. So eat vegetable soup. I was thinking, oh, I don't eat vegetable soup. He's a chicken. So the chicken doesn't want you to eat chicken soup. He wants you to eat vegetable soup. That was the joke. So I'm sorry, it had to be explained to me. Many of you probably got it. It's a nice mug. None of these are really worth that much. You know, if you got them for 50 cents or $1 each, they're kind of fun to have everybody have their own mug. But basically not too valuable. I don't see anything that's really been overlooked in the mugs. But I like to look at mugs. Mugs are fun. See, I was talking about mugs, and I missed these. Look at these. Italian made. Beautiful. How about it? Ah, hand painted. I love these. And there's 4 of them. Oh my gosh. Look at those. And wait a minute, I've got one more. There are 2 the same and 2 that are different. And there's blue. I love blue. So these are beautiful. Let's see how much they are. $3.99 the world market. So a lot of these are out there. $3.99, Italian made, hand painted. I think they're luscious. I'd put them on the wall. If it were me, I'd put them on the wall. I would not, of course, use them for dessert or my favorite family members or any of that. Value on each one, about $12 for each one. So you're getting it for a third. That's pretty good. So that's pretty good. I like that a lot. So I hate to miss things. So I saw this little pink bowl knowing that it's junk. And you can see it's junk. Junk. It's not the best of the best, not what you should be looking for. But I looked at the bowl. The pink color actually attracted my eye over here to this, which is what I want to talk to you about. So let's look at the front. So it's all hand painted. It's porcelain. You can see, of course, the forget-me-nots. Forget-me-nots usually relate to someone who's passed, who's died, and these particular flowers. And then on the back, you can see that it basically says Jensen. Basically, you can see someone's name here, and you can see that Goodwill wants $1.99 for this. Porcelain. These pieces come into the United States blank, and then people will paint them here. They're very desirable collectibles. This one, valued about $55 for one, and it dates to about 1920. So it's basically paint your own pottery in the early 1900s, and this one's a beautiful example. And then underneath it, I saw this scalloped. This is called Lusterware, this nice coloration here. Transferware and a scalloped edge. See the scalloped edge? This is a beautiful piece too, also porcelain. This one made in Bavaria, and this piece they want $2.99 for, which really the $2.99 ought to be on the other one. This piece is worth $20. That's a gorgeous collectible. People collect the roses, people collect this green, this band of seafoam green in plates, but I didn't want to just walk by these without making you aware that if you see something hand painted like this, or a nice scalloped shell with respect to a plate that has a serpentine edge or a scalloped edge with roses, these are collectible. A lot of people resell these on Etsy or eBay, Ruby Lane, and other places. So these are a deal. So, you know, about 25 here, about 50 here, and, you know, for a total of $2.99 and $1.99. So that's pretty good. This is really a bargain. Don't pass it up. I have one sister who has a cup of tea every day. China pearls, made in China. I told her, I said she should collect teapots. Teapots would be really cool. That piece made in Italy. This particular piece is a nice piece. Yeah, probably distributed through like 1,000 villages or Pier 1. This one is a Chinese piece, but nice. That one's, they're nice. They're not anything to write home about. I like this, but this is new. Williams-Sonoma. So this was expensive to purchase it, but you can see why. Look at the detail on this handwork, and look, of course, at the nice bright white china. I think these and those fish dishes that we just saw, those bowls, probably both came from Williams-Sonoma, and you can see that that's that. At $4.99, Williams-Sonoma would have been charging somewhere in the 20s for this. So these two and the fish have to go into the cart, and this goes down here. Don't break it. This goes down here into my cart. And this one, I wouldn't pass that up either. This one, of course, Select Fine China, only $3.99. That's a nice piece. All this Asian-inspired decorative pieces I like very much. So in terms of value, you're $20 here. You're probably at $15 on this one. This one's a little bit less than the others. But I'm filling up this cart. All right. I think that's what we've got for China. And of course, my pretty blue roasting pan. That's great. And don't forget, I don't want to compete with you. So guess what happens with all this stuff that I found, that I've explained the real bargains on the road to you? All of it goes back. That's right. Let's count up how much goes back. 20, 40, 15, that's 55. And another 50, so that's 105 that I'm leaving here for you. And another 65, so that's 170. All right, 170 that I'm leaving for you. I'm going to put it down here because I don't want to break it. And this piece too. So almost 200 bucks is what I'm leaving for you to find if you come to Plymouth, Minnesota, to the Goodwill. So it's right here, you got to find it. Well, see, you got to get here fast because I left it back on the shelf and someone's buying it. This is so cool. I found some great stuff in Plymouth, Minnesota at the Goodwill. Fantastic pieces. Real bargains on the road with Dr. Lori.